Good morning to everyone. Once again, welcome to Geography class. Today is 5th Feb 2021. Here we are in the revision. So in this revision flow, we are going to see the upcoming point of the chapter number 5, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. First, in our previous part, we had seen the introductory part of natural vegetation and wildlife. In that, we had seen what is the meaning of natural vegetation, right? The chapter basically focuses on natural vegetation and after that, wildlife. First, we had seen what is the meaning of virgin vegetation or what is the meaning of natural vegetation. So in this presentation, we are going to revise on 5th Feb 2021 that the different types of natural vegetation. We have seen on the basis of relief feature, on the basis of climate, how the natural vegetation is different at the different places. So next, here in the figure 5.3, in the upcoming slide, we are going to see that the following major types of vegetation may be identified in our country. So in our motherland, we are having the 5 types of the forest. They are: first, tropical evergreen forest; second, tropical deciduous forest; third, tropical thorn forest and shrub; fourth, montane forest; fifth, mangrove forest. So dear cadets, this is very important in examination. Out of this 5, any one forest features can be asked to you for 5 marks, or differentiation can be asked on tropical deciduous forest and evergreen forest. Moving further to see in India's outline map the different types of vegetation. So here figure number 5.3, natural vegetation. So in the natural vegetation, you are seeing in the key features the 5 colors marks are there, right? So dark green color, this dark green color is representing tropical evergreen forest. So in India, wherever the dark green color is here, that is called as tropical evergreen forest. That means the area is of tropical evergreen forest. This area is covered with tropical evergreen forest. Then as like that, tropical deciduous forest. So you are observing a large part of India is covering with the tropical deciduous forest. Then montane forest. So montane forest, we are speaking by the word, it's speaking to us, it's an area which is of mountainous. See this part Sikkim, this is. So this is mountain forest. Next, we are having mangrove forest. So this part is here, this part is here, this part, they are having mangrove. Then last one, tropical thorn forest. So this area of Rajasthan and Gujarat, and this is the middle part of the Deccan Plateau. So dear cadet, in examination, when the map work is asked in periodic test also, or in the pre-board examination also, I had given this part as an tropical evergreen forest. But the children were marking Kaveri river here, the children were marking and writing here, this is the area of Western Ghats. That is totally wrong. So this area I shaded this green part, just I made it grey one, and I placed an arrow which type of forest. In question paper there was a clue, a type of a forest. So which type of forest, if you study this map properly, you can easily name it's a tropical evergreen forest. Only out of these section A, B and C, only few cadets, they are able to write the correct name of this forest. Otherwise they are writing it's a Western Ghat, Annai Mudi, Kaveri river, they were all incorrect. So please pay attention towards the map work, that is very important in examination for 3 marks. Next, moving further to see all these forests into the detailed one. First, tropical evergreen forest. These forests are restricted to heavy rainfall, that's why they are also called as tropical rainforest. And these are found in the different areas which are mentioned here. Western Ghat, just we were observing in the map. Islands group, Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar, upper part of Assam and Tamil Nadu. They are at their best in the area, having more than 200 centimeter of rainfall with a short dry season. So that's why they are called as tropical rainforest also. Next you can see the tropical evergreen forest. This is the image I have taken from the textbook, which speaks about the height of the tropical evergreen forest trees. Maximum height is 60 meters. Okay. Next. Since the region is warm and wet throughout the year, it has a luxuriant vegetation for all kinds. Right? So that's a luxuriant vegetation. That means trees, shrubs, creepers, giving it a multi-layered structure, as you observed in the photograph. There is no definite time for the tree to shade their leaves. As such, the forest appear green all the year around. That's why the name has been given the tropical evergreen forest. Next, some of the commercial important trees of this forest are ebony, mahogany, rosewood, rubber and cinchona. So in the MCQs, question can be asked on this topic, right? Or write the name of two trees of tropical evergreen forest. So you have to remember the name of this. The common animal found in these forests are elephant, monkey, lemur or deer. Whether we are talking about monkey, lemur or deer. So any can be placed or they can be asked name two animals from the tropical evergreen forest. Like that it is going to be for the all types of forests which are present in India. One-horned rhinos are found in the jungle of Assam and West Bengal. So it can be asked one-horned rhinos are found in which type of forest, then you have to write the answer tropical evergreen forest. Beside these animals, plenty of birds are also there. Bat, moths, scorpions, snails are also found in this jungle. So like that, the physical features related we are identifying, just like the third as that we are placing the 5 point. Like that, for the forest also you have to place the 5 points. Where they are found, what is the another name, which type of animals are there, which types of trees are there, and the birds and all, and the area you have to mention, and you have to get 5 marks in the examination. Describe in detail the features of tropical evergreen forest. For this question you have to write all these points in a one point, stating its area, stating its animals, stating its trees and the any specific features. Moving further to see all the other 4 in the same way. So at that point I am not going into detail because already I had explained in my explanatory videos to you. So let's see about the other one. So tropical deciduous forest. These are the most widespread forest in India, as we have seen in the map 5.3, and we are getting that the tropical deciduous forests are covering most of the area of India. They are also called as a monsoon forest, right? Here the rainfall is 200 centimeter to 70 centimeter. In the previous one we have seen about 200. That's why they are called as tropical rainforest. Trees of this forest shade their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks in dry summer. So now also neem tree and other trees, they are shading the leaves, right? They are the best example of tropical deciduous forest. You can see in your locality which tree is shading the leaves, so you can quickly understand that's a tree of tropical deciduous forest. And they are of two types, dry and wet. Soon we will see. On the basis of availability of water, as I stated you, they are moist and dry. That means the wet and dry, right? The former is found in an area receiving the rainfall between 200 to 100 centimeter. These forests, where are they? The location has been placing representing by the slide, right? Next. So in that, teak is the most dominant species of this forest. Bamboo, sal, sesame, sandalwood and all. When we are talking about dry, so rainfall variations are there. Children, please see it here. Here the rainfall is 200 to 100. Here the rainfall is 100 to 70 centimeter. So by that you can have the dry are from 100 to 70. And these forests are found in the rainier part of the peninsular plateau and the plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. There are now open stretches in which the teak, sal, peepal and neem grow. As I stated you about the animals and birds is also. Next, the Thorn forest. That means we are going to talk about the desert forest. In that the rainfall is less than 70 centimeter and the natural vegetation consists of thorny trees and the bushes. And as we have seen in the map already, which part is having that and the area of semi-arid area. The trees, types of that, palm, cactus and all. Trees are scattered because of less rainfall and have long root, right, for extracting of water, and their leaves are thicky and waxy so that the evaporation can minimize. And the animals are there, right, mice, rabbits, fox, wolf, tiger, lion, wild ass and so on. Next, montane forest. In mountainous area, the decrease in the temperature with increasing altitudes lead to the corresponding change in natural vegetation. In such, there is a succession of natural vegetation belt in the same order as we see from the tropical to tundra region. And the wet temperate type of forests are found between the height of 1000 to 200 meters. So here is the bifurcation of these according to the altitude. The evergreen broad-leaf trees such as oaks and chestnuts, right, predominate. Between 1500 to 3000 meter temperate forests containing coniferous trees like pine, deodar, right, silverfir, they are there. These forests mostly covered with the southern slopes of the Himalaya places, the area is marked here. At higher elevation, temperate grasslands are common. Next, at high altitude, generally more than 3,600 meters above the sea level, temperate forests and grasslands give way to alpine vegetation. So you can see about that, how they are tuned at the approach of the snow line, ultimately through the shrubs and merge into the alpine grassland. Next, in 9th standard, the history part has been deleted, the chapter that means the pastors in the modern world. In that chapter, the Gujjar Bhakarwal movement has been shown. If you are having free time, you can read that chapter and you can get benefit for the movement of Gujjar and Bhakarwal, and you can see about the pasture land, how the Gujjar Bhakarwal peoples, nomadic tribe peoples, they are having the movement up and down according to the climatic conditions. The common animals which are found in these forests are Kashmiri stag, spotted deer and so on. Next, mangrove forest. This is the last forest and important one for us. In this forest, we are going to see about that, the area, the animals. Just I stated you have to make a table in that you have to mark 1 to 5 forest name, the area, the animal found, the birds, any specific feature, the rainfall or any climatic condition. The mangrove forests are also called as tidal forest, and these are found in the areas where are the coast are there and influenced by the tide. Mud and sticks are accumulate on such coasts. Dense mangrove are the common variety with roots of the plant submerged under the water. The delta of Ganga, Mahanadi, the Krishna and the Godavari and the Kaveri are covered by such vegetation. So if you are having any visit near the places of Ganga, Mahanadi or Krishna or Godavari or Kaveri, so you can see this type of vegetation, that means the mangrove forest. In Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, Sundri tree are found which provides a durable hard timber, right? Plum, coconut, korea, agas, etc. also grow in the same part of the delta. Here, the Royal Bengal tiger is famous animal in these forests. So, question can be asked, the world largest delta formed by Ganga and Brahmaputra, what is the name of that? So, the name of the delta is Sundarban Delta. Okay? The Royal Bengal tiger, which is also our national animal, is found in this forest. Other like turtle, crocodiles, gharials and the snakes are found in this forest. So as we had seen the mangrove forest, the area of mangrove forest and how the questions are going to be asked to you. The area is going to be marked in the map work and one clue is going to be placed for you. You have to go through all their points. Next, wildlife. So here we are going to see about the wildlife. Up to now we was talking about the natural vegetation. Here we are seeing the wildlife. So 90,000 animal species in India we are having, and the country has about 2,000 species of bird. They are constituents 13% of the world's total. There are 2,546 species of fish which accounts for nearly 12% of the world's stock. So here the percentage wise also the question can be asked to you in sharing of 5 to 8% of the world amphibian, reptiles and mammals. The elephants are the most and the majestic animals among the mammals. So like that the flora we studied, the fauna also you have to study properly and you have to make the point-wise notes, their fact and figures which are mentioned on the slides. On that basis question can be asked to you. Last the point is that when we studied about the flora and fauna, that means the natural vegetation and wildlife, it's a duty of somebody to preserve and conserve it. So in the upcoming points we are going to talk and discuss about how the government is playing an important role, how the human beings are playing an important role. So dear cadets, not to forget about to preserve and conserve of flora and fauna. The chapter's basic aim is only to make you understand about the trees are very important for us, and number of the trees are making the forest, in that they are giving the shelter to the wildlife, and the wildlife is also making a food chain to us, making the equivalent balance in the environment for us. Trees are benefiting us in many ways. So I request you, please go through this chapter, remember the facts and figures which I mentioned here and go through it. In the textbook, one interesting aside has been given about the migrating bird. Not to forget to read about that and to enrich yourself. There are other benefits also of the forest and wildlife. Soon we will see that. Next, this is the area where the different areas and marks and which animals are found in that area. Just one-horned rhinos, right, as we had seen. Then the arid area run of Kutch and the Thar desert, right, habitat of the wild ass and camel. So by that we are seeing the 4-horse antelope, that means the Chosinga, blue bull and all. Next, India is the only country in the world that has both the tigers and lions. The natural habitats of the Indian lion is the Gir forest in Gujarat, and tigers are found in the forest of Madhya Pradesh and Sundarban of the West Bengal. So like that, please remember the basic points and study well and do the revision part very properly. From Monday onwards you are going to having the examination pattern. Soon I am going to tell to you. Already I had explained in my previous video. So like that, please study properly and please mark all the points which are stated here, right? Lastly, I want to tell to each and everybody, please prepare very well for the pre-board examination and write the answer very properly. Thanking to each and everyone. Jai Hind to one and